Hey riders, and away we go. Team GRC Sunday short race coming at you live direct from the 10 by 10 cube of suffering, sweat, and tears. This is where it all goes down, folks. You might be able to see my trusty steed right behind me here. Just the seat, the green frame, and my trainer down low here. Got the Tax Neo 2T for ultimate simulation. So where are we at today, folks? Let me just, we are live. That's good to know. Looks like we got a really, really good turnout today for the race. Let me just bounce around here a little bit. So currently it says we got 90 registered. Awesome. This is what we want to see in racing. Yeah, it's still currently 90. We got 12 minutes to go. What are we doing today, folks? Team GRC, Sunday short race, Challenge Salou. So we're in Spain, taking a diversion from all the La Vuelta climbing, but still in Spain. Having said that, there is a couple of kickers, snappers at the front that are probably going to do a lot of damage to the field. It's virtually pan flat outside the first 5 kilometers or something. You've got 2 kicks. I think it said max grading up to 10%. Let's just get into the watch mode here. And this time I'm not going to forget to reduce the size of my skull on screen here. Hey, we've already got people in there. We are in the pipe, 5 by 5, folks. So let's minimize me a little bit. You guys let me know how much you want to see here. So there we go. What I'm going to do next is up here, you can see this button in the top right. Third button over, open map mode. We are in the map mode, folks. So just gonna let that spin around a little bit. Once you load it once, it'll be fast. If you're ever doing this whilst riding, you wanna see where you are on screen. Let's take a little peek here at all our riders. Let's see if the ladies are coming out yet. Okay, we've only got 1 lady entered. We may have a winner here already. Let's go back to all. So huge turnout today, folks. I really hope all these people are gonna be here. But even if you're just registering for these things with all intents to ride and then something pulls you away, it is Sunday. I get it. We're coming to the last dregs of summer. Having said that, we've got a couple of beautiful days coming up next week. So yesterday morning, Saturday, here in Alberta, Canada. Oh yeah, don't forget this. You're watching Inside Cycling World. My name is Colin. I do a ton of race commentary. Primarily, I would say, Team GRC races and the Muckers races. They probably almost get the same amount of coverage. Muckers maybe even more because they tend to be longer. I've done a few GUR races. I've been in some group rides with people. So I'm trying to just show off the world of Ruby, make it an interactive site for everyone. So if you're brand new, even if you are here and you've been here a while and you're just kind of lurking in the background, just hit the subscribe button. It really helps the channel out. Remember, subscribing costs you nothing. It's just, I'm a subscriber. YouTube likes to see that. They want to see those numbers. Hopefully down the road here somewhere, some sponsors, some companies, all cycling related stuff. That's what I want. We'll be able to come on board and see that there's a ton of good cyclists in here. I'm putting a list together now. I'd love to talk to some clothing manufacturers. I'd love to talk to electrolyte providers, like really good stuff, kind of designed for cyclist endurance athletes to be able to consume and digest as they're doing these events. Some people on here are doing 3 and 4 hour rides, even longer. Virtual Everesting on Ruby. Let's do it, folks. So I'm working on that, and I think there's a lot of products that can be included. What have I been up to? So last night I was kind of out of the loop a little bit. Yesterday I did no riding. No stream yesterday, no riding. I had to leave the house at 1 p.m. to get to a wedding. Girl Joey works with, she hired her 12 years ago when she was 18 years old. She just got married yesterday. Really cool wedding. I would say way out in the country. And maybe for some people they think, it's a cabin on top of a mountain somewhere, but it's just in the farmland out here. And barely any reception there, like nothing inside the building, and off and on one bar. So I was trying to communicate with people last night. So I'm going to get back in the game today. and get things going. Did want to talk about the Friday event, the Inside Cycling with Colin event that Neil helped me put on. Awesome for everyone to turn up and ride with us. Were we riding super chill? Not super chill, but chill enough that none of us felt like we were going to die afterwards. Everyone had a little bit of fun putting in some attacks here, there, and everywhere. Been talking with Neil about it. I think we're going to do another one. So here, I'm just going to jump back into the chat, make sure everything's okay. It's up. Neil saying, "Hey GRC, have a great race." Yeah. Okay. Yeah, short race, 18 miler, a short race. Anyways, so Neil's just commenting here. Thanks, Neil. Just getting back to what I was saying before about myself and Neil. We think we're going to do that again. We haven't set the time in stone yet, but I think Neil's talking about this Friday, and we're going to make it so that it's really chill, relax. I might even call it a no drop ride. So if you're just looking to spin your legs, you've killed yourself for 6 days straight. And if you're like me, I didn't ride yesterday, so I kind of feel tight and stiff today. It's probably better to ride every day, just light, super light, just to keep everything moving and grooving, versus just having a day where you sit around on the couch and just get tight and stiff like most of us do. So it may be something like that. I was messaging Finton this morning, Lance Legstrong. I'm going to definitely become more of a regular at the group rides. It's a really great way to chat with people and meet more people. I've also got some messages out to the Ruby Taiwan guys. Thanks, Bashak, for giving me that little tip there to get a hold of them. I don't know why I couldn't find them on Facebook. I kept typing it in. It doesn't show up. But Bashak sent me a link. I saw one of the admins contacted them. And actually, it was David, or is it David or David E? I don't even know. He's the dude that runs Nidier, that tracks all of the races and stuff like that. If you don't know it, go check it out. There's tons of events there. And you might be thinking, well, I don't care what other races are done. It's a good place to go also to find out there's a stage race coming up that you're not aware of, because it's just called something that you don't know on Ruby. Like in the events page, you're just looking at something going, round 1, stage 3, huh? What does that mean? But if you go to Nitty, it'll give you a description of them all. It'll tell you all the events, all the stages, time slots. So get in there, folks. Something I'm going to definitely add on to all these videos. I think when I stream, I can make a template and it just replicates everything in. So I'm going to have to do that today. I know I'm terrible at putting everything in, but I'm working on it, folks. Let me just see something here too. Okay, looking at the stream. I know I'm kind of lit to a lot on one side. I think I'm flipping everything today. I have the light right here, so it's kind of catching me at a weird angle. Hey, but take a look up there. Right there. What do we got there? There's my Ruby jersey. Looks pretty snazzy jazzy, right? So that's up there. So yeah, we went to this wedding yesterday. Super chill, super relaxed, all outside. Just really, I guess, what's the word? Non-secular? Is that what they say? Didn't even feel like you weren't in a church. You're outside. Very country. Both the bride and the groom are into restoring old trucks. That's how they met. So they had their 2 old trucks parked outside. Like, one loves Chevy, one loves Ford. So the whole ceremony, the whole vows was based around that. You know, Ford, found on road, dead. That's what we say here a lot. So yeah, great. They had great appetizers. Couple of drinks. I shut her down. Joey Jojo went deep. This is around 3 o'clock. Joey Jojo went deep. They had like a little trailer there as a bar, dirt cheap drinks, like $4 a drink. They were pouring like doubles and triples. 5 drinks in, Joey's gone. I managed to drag her out of there at 9 o'clock at night to get home and feed the critters outside. So I couldn't feed them early. It was way too early to feed them, and I thought, I had this imagination in my brain that we'd be out of there by 7. So home in the dark, feeding the animals, but they were happy to be fed. So back on track, folks. I'm going to do something today for a ride, and I'll probably mention it here. So if anyone's interested in doing a ride, I think some of the Canadian ones, Awesome Canada, that challenge, I think I'm probably going to do one of those today. I think I have Marble Canyon to do. So we've got 6 viewers in the chat. I'm sure most people are probably doing a warm-up ride right now. So I haven't seen any more yet. Hopefully we see everyone here. So yeah, it'll be really cool if we can do some rides where we're just chilling out at the back. So like me and Neil were saying just this morning, so I was trying to message Neil last night. But yeah, 0 bars, like nothing showing up on my phone. There's no Wi-Fi there. And you know, 5 LTE, 5G, whatever they call it, 4G, 3G, no G. We got no G's. You just got this thing in your phone hand that does nothing at that point. So yeah, I got back to him this morning. We're thinking we're just gonna chill way at the back. More of like a real social ride you did in the past. And then other people can do what they want. Let's just bounce around a bit here, folks. I'm gonna just jump right back here. Let's turn the riders off for now. So obviously, you know, you can check all your settings out here. Take a look at what you want to see. What do we have? We have it on middle, eh? Is middle good? Yeah, middle should be good. Savings in watts, yeah. So you can see I turn something off, like recommended next ride. I always turn that off. If you're ever into testing yourself, looks like I got 2 minutes to kill here. I just want to talk about this because this has got me so many times. You do a ride, you do it again, you do it again, you do it again. You got 4 avatars. You load them up. Your 5th attempt, it's you racing 4 of your own avatars. You beat them all. I did this on Cozumel 30K. Smashed myself by 45 seconds. All the evil Collins were destroyed. And it's pretty neat to see your old avatars, where you came from. And then the last avatar was pretty good, but that's who you're battling. Finish the ride, yes, I got it. Well, if you have recommended next ride turn on, your ride time is actually still going. As you're going to select that next ride or not select it. So your time is still counting and it won't show up as your fastest ride ever. It's just kind of weird, but just a warning for anyone. As I see that there. Folks, we got 1 minute to go here. Let's see how many people got. Well, it's going to be hard for me to tell here because everyone's in first place right now. But I'm seeing new names already, having a quick peek here. Level 7, JU 1972. Look at this guy, Thomas Hobe. He's a 9. Dundee, a level 3. Hey, and also, too, I'm seeing tons of people coming to the Discord. Oh, my. He's gone and done it. Oh, my. Brian, you madman. BJM151 is now BPBP151. I think that was pretty good, Brian. I think it was pretty good. Brian just supported me on my Buy Me a Coffee link. Thank you very much, Brian. All the support's appreciated. Until I get sponsors and stuff to back me, until I got some companies flying in, it's a bit of a struggle. But it's a motivational boost every time I get like an energy gel, a coffee thrown at me. It just means you guys want more of this. So BBB, JJJJ, MMMMM. 151. Yeah, you got me on that one. He told me he was going to do this. He said he had a special surprise for me today. So, folks, just saw Ragnar bounce around there. Ragnar, don't forget to check out Ragnar on Instagram. He's got some really cool stuff going on there. Lots of short stuff. He wears his funky gear. Definitely a Clydesdale. Full-grown man. So check him out. I just replied to him this morning. Sometimes I fall behind on some of my stuff. Deal 6236 level 3 rider. So this is really encouraging to me to see new riders coming in. And I'm hoping that some of it is these videos. People catch my videos, see how good the racing is on Ruby, and think, I got to jump into this. Hey, Rubu's back in action. Rubu's been in France doing some hill climbs, a lot of hiking, shared a bunch of cool pictures with me. Chad Ritchie in the mix too. We got Paz Jordy here, super pesky, ultra lightweight climber. Bashok flying around here. Where he is? There he is right there. 8th place at the moment. So let's have a quick peek. Oh yeah, Jefferson's here. So we got Jefferson. We got Shunnick. R Madden 1, brand new to me. Yes, Brian is right at the front. BB, Quad B, Quad J, Quad M, 151. Boom! That's the new one right there, folks. We got Isadora Pan, seen this rider before too. Mahutch, Fred Velo Elite 89. Ooh, do we got a younger rider here? We might. French rider. So this Darth Puncher is right there. I expect him to be in the mix. Bashak is right there in the mix. Raving in the mix. So it looks like we got a 13, 14, Dave 12 just getting back on the back end. These riders are trying to get back on now. We're starting the bit of the climb here. So we're looking at a 4 to 5% grind up this super false flatty stuff. Shunnick pushing hard at the front. I think Shunnick's going to try to rip the field apart right here, folks. Prepare for obliteration. It's coming right now. He does have pesky climbers with him. Paz Jordy 60 being one of them. Ghost Pink is right there. We know Darth is very strong from the Nittier races. And Darth, I'm going to say, he's a regular here now. There is a bit of a 20-meter gap. Darth needs to get back on. These riders back here right now, Darth, Stu, great to see you up here, Stu. Stu just smashes himself to pieces on every ride. Get back on now, boys, because the gaps are going to start opening. These little 10, 12-meter gaps could just completely smash the field apart. And then you're going to be playing accordion games all day long. The accordion, trying to bring each other back together. Just going to take a look at the stream for a second, folks. Yep, I don't have a huge forehead today. The hair, though, yeah, I had a little touch-up. Really liking it right now. Thank you, Joey Jojo. That's my professional hairstylist. Getting back here. We're going to look in the stream for a bit. Okay, so Ruben's in here. Can you see if Weisk is in? Now, that sounds like a Northern European name. I'm going to take a look around. Chris Dark says, hey, Call, I'm doing a chilled SSR. Muckers Hill Climb. Oh, Chris has already done the Muckers. Tad tired. Luckily, this morning rides helped me finish Diablo. Chris has done Diablo. Awesome, dude. Not many people have done it. That's what Neil's saying here, too. Not many people have done it. And Neil will be finishing up this Thursday with the last Diablo route. So at the moment, I think we got 11 up front. 11 up front, but they're pretty spread out. Those riders were trying to get back on. And the ones up front, there's 5 riders up front. They're just giving them no mercy. Oh, Pro Cats here, folks. Pretty legendary rider on Ruby. Name is always at the top of the leaderboards. Very impressive. We got 5 at the front. The elite have been whittled down, folks. Been absolutely whittled down. Now, Paz Jordy 60, I'm going to say it right now, probably not a big powers numbers, more of a climber. The flats might hurt, so if they can hit him once or twice on a couple of the kicks, they might be able to shunt him right out the back. Let's see if that's going to happen. And again, we're on kind of our second grindy climb. It essentially is a pan flat course. See, he's doing it now. Shunnick's going for it right now. Already put a 40-meter gap into Procat. Procat may not be able to get back on now. You know, this level of rider with a 40-meter gap, I don't know. Now they're going to start climbing. Unless Procat can really dig deep on the climbs. Yeah, Shunnick is going hard now. I think when there's blood in the water, folks. There is blood in the water. They are all wearing masks of pain at this moment. We've got Isidoro at the front with Shunnick. Paz Jordy just hanging on. The climber dancing on the pedals back and forward, rocking that bite up, using all his body mass to generate more power and just manage to get back on. The 5 are now 3. We've got a trio up front. Ghost Pink riding a little solo, waiting for Procat, it looks like now. These two need to regroup and reformulate their strategy now. Further back, we've got Mahutch. I'm going to let those guys go a little bit. They're going downhill. Darth Puncher right up there. Really impressive rider. Dustin, Dallas Stars supporter. Very well could be in the Stanley Cup next year. I think I've mentioned to you before, when I watched that game, I don't know if it was game 6 or game 7, Dallas versus Edmonton. Realistically, Dallas was the better team in that series. For sure, Edmonton just put it all together at the right time. Just a bunch of good dudes playing hard together, and it just clicked. Even they were on the back foot. It was like they were so outshot. It was really ridiculous. But they did it, and sometimes that's what it takes. So maybe this year. Although we got Carolina in the mix too with Cycling Slapshot. I think I looked at the odds, and I think 6th place right now, like in the odds betting, is Carolina. Edmonton's number 1, Florida's number 2. I think Dallas is number 3. So let's talk about that for the season. Mahutch here, Jefferson 95. Okay, Jefferson's sticking with Darth. So yeah, like I mean, I just don't think Jefferson reacted to those climbs right away, or wasn't expecting the sheer horsepower of the front group. Super good rider, and is leading Nidier right now, from what I remember. Did win the Alpe d'Huez one, I think. I think he did Alpe d'Huez. Was it like 51 minutes or something? Like something insane like that. Yeah, super impressive dude. Really impressive. Darth Puncher, Chad Ritchie, Stu here. Yvonne 86. So here's a brand new name, folks. Straight out of France, rocking it out with us. I think I'm going to start reaching out to, like Bashak said, hey, reach out to Ruvi Taiwan. I did that yesterday. I sent a message to him in, and then David E. Nidier guy. Nidier dude. I'm going to say David. I think he's a David. He said, hey, talk to this guy. So I sent a message, and the guy, TC, reached out back to me. That's where we've left it. No more communications. Hey, here's the quad BJM 151. 18th place dude, looking good, riding really strong today. Again, love the energy gels, dude. Really supportive. Here's a brand new dude right here, level 4, incredible. So like these people have been on Ruvi like a day, maybe. You could eat one ride, you could level up 2-3 times. Bashak looking good in 19th place, 4 watts a kilo in this group. Let's have a little peek at the map, folks. Let's see how spread out we are. So you can see the front riders right now are just at the top of the screen here. I'm circling with the mouse. I think that's where they are, unless there's a further group ahead of them. I do want to, yeah, so we're doing like an out and a back here. You can see, check out the map. We're doing an out and a back, loop-de-loop. Ooh, this is kind of funky, isn't it? So look at the map profile here. We're on, oh, look up here at the very top. We're doing a total circle around there. So there's going to be a hard 360 turn at the very end, folks. And then as we race our way back. Really cool to see that. So yeah, that should be our front group there, and they're not split by much. I just want to confirm that. Get back to the front. Yeah, here we go. So we're on Shunnick there. We got our 3 riders up front, and then the 2 went back. Procat's doing his own thing. He's like, I don't need any help. He's going to try to bridge back on by himself. Jumping further back. Get back to the camera mode, folks, so we can see the action going on here. Dave 12, just off to the left side there. Zeno 1907, another new rider to our group today. V Montague's been around a little bit. Spanish rider here, level 50. BKR, AP, Biker AP, folks. That's what I call him. At level 82, I don't know this rider at all. Drop me a comment, dude. Like to know more about you. Velo Elite 89. So, is this guy born in 1989? If so, great to see. We know Ruvi is dominated mostly by 50 plus, say 45 plus riders. I'm noticing lately, though, that we're getting an influx of younger riders. Maybe they've left cartoon land. They want to ride real videos. I actually, Velo, Fred, this is interesting here, folks. Very interesting. Okay, so yeah, we got our 3 up front. Procat, let's just see here. Just dangling off the back now, dragging himself back to the front. This is spectacular racing here, folks. Digging deep, trying to get back on, smashing 5 watts per kilo on the flat, folks. Just literally, just like with bloody fingernails, getting back on in the mix. What relief this must be for Procat. We've only got a 150 meter gap back to, looks like a really strong group. Dave 12, Mahach, it's going off here. V Montague, Zeno 1907, BKR Biker AP, Mahach, Ghost Pink is there as well. Further 170 back to Yvonne 86, Stu, user whatever, Chad Ritchie, the quad BJM 151, Rubu right there as well. I'm not sure if the flats are hurting Rubu today, but he is with Bashak. Very strong team here. 2 really, really, really strong GRC riders right in the mix here. We got Dundee, a level 4 rider. Yeah, he's been riding on Ruby for like half an hour at most to become level 4. Maybe I'm exaggerating that a little bit. Armadden 1, GTZR 3000. Yes, our Swedish friend is back in the mix. Hopefully he's back, fully returned to Inside Racing. Bouncing back more, Per Ronsgaard, level 16. Here's Rubu, G Seelan, Mick Quad. He's got Mick Quads. I like that. 1965. Absolute new name to me. Global Ragnar here. Again, check out Ragnar's Instagram. Lots of funny stuff on there. Ragnar, I'm trying to get my Instagram up and running too. I think I might have followed you at some point there. I just got everything linked yesterday. In fact, you know what I'm doing too is Buy Me a Coffee has a lot more stuff going on for it than you think. It's a really good way to contribute to the channel. If you want your donation or your support to go the farthest, that's probably the best place. Speaking of which, I just set my membership up through that. Kind of like, it's kind of like your Netflix membership or whatever, your Spotify or your Apple iTunes and stuff like that. It's just a monthly. You just set up and it's gone. You don't even have to worry about it. I had my first member come on through the week, so I think I set it up like last week. And Cycling Slapshot, the Carolina Hurricanes fan, just set it up. Hey, Cycling, just so you know, I saw through the week. I'm actually going to just jump into the chat for a bit, folks. Oh, so Alex just wanted to say no SSR. His legs are just shot. But he did some more Diablo punishment yesterday. Him and Bishok. So Alex is taking a chill today. Well deserved, Alex. Well deserved. But yeah, back to Carolina. I want to talk about this with you, dude. Metallica is not done their M72 World Tour. They're done at the end of this month in Mexico City. I think they do 4 nights there. Remember, this is a $1 billion band. Band with music that will last till the end of time. I know there's other people out there right now that sing pop pop that do quite well. I don't think they'll be remembered in the long run. Jetro. Raving. Look at this guy. Level 3 rider Andre Shig. This might be the winner of the coveted lowest level rider award. Global Ragnar's right there. So yeah, Ragnar, I'm going to hit you up on Instagram. Jetro, level 80. Thomas Lynn. Thomas Lynn rides a lot too. He's the rider here in this beautiful GRC jersey. See some riders here on, they could be riding faster bikes. We're going to have to talk about that a little bit more. Tuna Tornado, welcome back. Tuna, I think, is not fully back on Inside Cycling yet, but soon will be. John Chady, Truck Stop Johnny, doing his thing out there today. Ooh, look at this. Mano a mano, keeping an eye on Global Ragnar here. Ragnar's not on the right bike either, I don't think. This bike is not aero enough. These bikes here, these dark blue, black and purple ones, they're not super aero. I would have went with the Trek Madone. So again, this could be just forgetting to do it at the last second, or you don't even care. You just want to make your ride out harder today. Really good training for you guys. Uncle E64, Thomas Lynn, Emperor of Doom 70. That's a good name. You know what? I think there's a bunch of guys that are called something of Doom, something of Doom. Here's Chris Dark here. Wanted to give a shout out to Chris. Chris has already messaged me in the live chat. Don't forget, folks, there is a live chat. So kind of hard to do here now as you're racing your guts out. But pop in at the beginning when you're doing your easy spin. Gianni Mata, I don't want to miss anyone. Moro, Kekupoka is in the mix too. But Chris did say, hey, I'm going chill today. Finished up Diablo. Awesome job, Chris. I don't even know if there's a chance for me to do it, but I don't intend to. But I'm looking forward to doing the new ones coming up. Like, I really like Mount Lemon. I really like that route. I've got some unfinished business with it. There's 2 Mount Lemon routes on Ruby. One's, I think, 36K. One's 41K. And really, the one that's 41K doesn't add that much on in climbing. Just 6 kilometers distance. In fact, a lot of it's downhill. But I completely blew apart on that one. And it took me like an extra half hour to go 6 kilometers. Like, I was like, what? So I'm going back after that one with my avatar on. It's a great climb. It's 41 kilometers at average 5% gradient. And with a tiny bit of flat in there too. There's a flat after you get to this. There's kind of 2 summits to Mount Lemon. There's the kind of the park summit, a bit of a downhill, and then you actually climb up to the little village of Mount Lemon. I think that's what it's called. Orielli's here. Oh yeah, sorry, didn't finish with Chris here. Chris became, so I'd mentioned earlier, Cycling Slapshot became my first ever official member of my Buy Me a Coffee community. When I say community, I mean subscription member, like monthly supporter. Thank you so much. And then out of the blue last night, when I did get a smidgen of cell phone service, I went outside. I was probably bored of watching everyone drink and dance, which I was. I saw Chris joined on too. And even went extra on top of that, joined the monthly subscription and, just gave it a little turbo boost too. So Chris, thank you so much. I'm going to do everything I can to make it great. And I'm really going to work on my Buy Me a Coffee. Like, you can post in there. You can do audio clips. You can add pictures. Just stuff I'm working on. I can give extra shout outs there. I guess promotions of what I'm going to be doing. The podcast I've been talking about. I got to do that this week. I think once I do it, it's just going to be going. It's kind of like the stream. I probably could have been doing the stream. Well, it's like anything. Hindsight's 2020. I could have been doing the stream last year, like this. But I was just kind of like, well, I don't know. Are people going to like it? I don't know. Like, just like unsure of myself. I'm not doing that anymore. It's full in all the way 150%. Okay, let's just do a quick look at the front here, see what's smashed apart. We still got our 4 riders up front, and we got a great bunch pursuing. Not that far back. Let's just have a little map so you see, oh, we are now at the turnaround point for us. Let's have a little look here around this huge traffic circle. If you're a Euro, I'm just going to Euro, for all you folks out there. Traffic circles are just kind of becoming a thing here now in my part of the world. There is actually one outside the little town I live at. It's way out in the country though, but it makes sense. Way better to just slow people down than to make them stop. And there's quite a few in Calgary actually. So let's keep moving back. So here's Kraken. Kraken's been really active in the Discord lately, and I love it. So yeah, don't forget too, there's the Team GRC Discord. The link's at the top of this channel. If you can't find it or it's expired, just message one of us. You're gonna know someone. Oh, Clyde's here too. We got Kraken here. Why can't I see Clyde? Oh, there's Clyde. Clyde 235, aka Clyde 210 maybe. But we're sticking with Clyde 235. Riding with Kekapolka nearby too. Emperor of Doom. These guys are all pushing nice at 3 watts a kilo. Chris still riding super strong. I just want to say, this is his chill ride today. He just doesn't want to completely thrash himself to pieces, but he's a very strong rider. Every time I see him, I'm like, okay, I got some work to do, folks. Gianni Motta. Yeah, so I'm looking at the bubbles on the bottom too. If you take a look, profile here, 4 riders up front. So they're still all hanging together. Aurelis here, Andre 1966. Let's see how many riders we got in here. Wow, look at this, folks. Unbelievable. We have 80 riders today. Awesome, folks. We had a couple of riders that didn't get out of the chute. Technicals, missed the start time. But look at this. This dude here, he's a level 81 too. Maybe came on a little bit late. I didn't actually see the people at the back. So busy with following the demons at the front. Pepe. Dude, thanks for being here, man. Level 15 rider. Great stuff. And we got Matty Dog back. Matty Dog. Hey, Matty, you should join if you got time. I'm probably going to start doing a couple of nighttime, let's call them cruisy rides. Nothing too crazy. So take a look for those coming soon. I think I'm going to do them Tuesdays and Thursdays. I think. Although I thought Monday was pretty barren on Ruby too. Like, not a lot of well-attended events. So I thought Monday was maybe my opportunity outside of someone reminded me yesterday that there is usually a GRC event on Mondays now too, but not really sure what's going on. I got to take a look right away. So Maddie, think about that if you want to do some more riding. John 60 here. Wow, so many new names. We've lost Uncle E64, so hopefully he gets back on. Chris Bowie, Stefan 1964. Hey, riding with Eat More Cake. Des Dyer. Hey Des, I was giggling to myself through the week. I don't know why. I was looking at it, but way back when I first met Des, everyone, I thought his name was Didier. I thought he was some French retired pro rider. It was just the way he had his name. He's changed his name since then. I don't know why I thought it was Didier, but at the time, he was Didier to me. Probably always will be, but now he's Des the Destroyer. So Eat More Cakes here, Stefan 1964, and Brilliot. Okay, another French rider. Bouncing up, Brew 7730. Peter, level 3. So I think we got a few riders here that are level 3s today. G. Graham, N. Mison, Wartall, always with us. Black Angus, I know I've seen this rider before. Jamaluddin, God, Dimitri, oh, that's a different name I was thinking of there. Kind of reminded me of an old sprinter's name. Remember that guy, Dmitry Ajuaparov, who always crashed at the finish line? I don't know why I was thinking that. Colby. We got Colby here. From the UK as well. Tons of British riders here today, folks. Pia Rixey. Alan 61 with S running. Yeah, these are all new names, like so incredible. So I'm hoping my promos are getting out there. Andy Lloyd's here. I haven't seen Andy Lloyd for a bit. I know he went on vacation for a while. CSA, Thomas Hobbs. Why do I know that name? I want to say I know that name. Daniele Albini, I think is what it is. Bill Zone. So I've been really promoting hard lately. Folks are saying, hey, the channel's growing quick. Your subscribers, it's Instagram, it's Facebook, it's Buy Me a Coffee, it's Joey Jojo doing promotions for me. It's everything. It's sharing of the Colin1M code. She's in charge of all that for me, folks. Deal6236, Cottonman, Juju82, Robbie Do. Hey, everything's rhyming today. Giano Tri, Moro. So I think we've gone through everyone here. We're just going to take a look. 3 riders at the front, folks. What has happened here? We've lost someone. I'm going to guess, since I don't see the name right nearby, there was a disconnect. That's my guess at this point. So they may reappear. We got Shunik, Isidoro, Paz Jordi. Who did we lose? Oh my, who did we lose? Yeah, Neil, we have 80. 80. It looks like maybe only 79 are going to finish if that one guy reconnects, which I think is absolutely incredible. Penelope just dropped in. She just got home. I bet you Penelope was racing today. Sometimes she runs herself ragged at work. And just, I think basically with her timing, she's got like 10, 15 minutes to get home. So maybe she had to get stuck late at work. Penelope, let us know. And Penelope, thanks for supporting the YouTube channel. Procat. Thank you, Alex. Thank you. So Procat had a disconnect. Procat's the one that dragged himself all the way back. A gap I thought he would never close, like a 60-meter gap on these 3. Yeah, I didn't think that was going to happen. So if Procat can get reconnected, he might just reappear with these 3. So that might happen, folks, as long as he's still pedaling, doing all that kind of stuff. So we got the 3 here. Coming up to our next split. You can see there's a fast-moving group right behind them. It's a big group back there, too. You know, with Jefferson, Biker AP, Montague, Zeno, Ghost Pink, Darth Puncher, Fred Velo Elite. This guy, yeah. This guy's new. I don't know why I've never seen him before. And again, Ghost Pink. And then we got Quad BGM 151. I'm going to think of another way to say that, too. So if we look here, let's actually get on... Here he is. The Quad BGM 151. Yeah, hilarious. So I was like, what is he going to do to his name this time? So just riding this group here. So just BGM 151, Quad BGM 151 is in the 3rd group on the road right now. You can see just at the split here. So our leaders should have just gone through the split. Yes, they did. They've just gone through the split. Here's our 2nd group. 6, 7, 8 riders. And the 3rd group's just going to be off screen. So if I back up to here, here's our next group. And in fact, it looks like it's a slightly bigger group than what I'm saying it is. Yeah. There's Bashok's there, Per Ronsgaard. Okay, let's go here. Bashok's chilling here. We got a user rider here on the right bike, though. This guy here, level 5, pick the right bike. Smart move, dude. That you want an aero bike right now. We got Stu here. You can see they're all riding the same bike, paying attention to the customization of the bikes. Really hoping down the road we're going to see more customization in the bikes, in the aero gear. Had inside chats with people, inside being the community, and we want more detail in the stats because some of the 1-star bikes, some of the 5-star weighting bikes, so the best aero bike, the lightest bike gets 5 stars. I don't think all of the 5-star weight bikes are all the same weight. They might be a couple 100 grams out. So if we spread it out to say 10 stars or maybe a number system, you could even have a letter system maybe. Do that a lot in a lot of the Japanese video games. So if you do a level, and if you do good, you get an A. If you do extra good, you get an A+. If you're perfect on the level, you get like an S rank. Something like that. And the good thing about that is you can put little tweaks on it so easy. So how would you do that? Well, here's the lightest bike in the game. It's an S. Some new bike comes out. They drop more weight. It's an S plus. So simple to do, folks. So simple. Let's watch some video games and incorporate that. And we're not trying to make this a video game. We're just trying to put a little bit more realism into it so that when we work towards new frames, new bikes, challenges that are going to unlock these for us, we're going to see the impact of it. So I'm actually really looking forward to getting back to the Nittier stuff, the Nittier Road Championships. I couldn't do any of the Alpe d'Huez stuff. I think the first stage of the Alpe d'Huez, I was just shot. I did 2 streams that day. One, which was a bike ride. And yeah, I was like, ooh, I'm tired right now. And Jojo just came home. So, you know, it's kind of our family time at that point. 3 riders up front. Paz Jordi still hanging in there. Impressive. Probably doing a lot of work at the back, letting these 2 out front tire themselves out. I don't think Shanik gets tired though. Let's have another quick peek. So I think that was our, so we've lost our 80th rider as well. We've lost, so I think now we're on 77, which I will still be so pumped up about. Okay, yeah, so there we go. Yeah, Procat disconnected somehow. He was in the front group before, for anyone that's listening here. Oops, sorry folks. Let me get back up there to the front. So here we are, just going to hang with those 3 for now. I'm going to just jump into the chat. Penelope says here, was late out of work, so just watching today. We'll definitely do tomorrow's. Penelope, I don't know if you've done a ride today. I know you're way ahead of me in time. I'm going to do something kind of chill later on. If you want to jump in, just let me know. Just send me a message on Discord. Yeah, I'm just going to ride. I'm not going to set any land speed records or anything. Probably one of the Canadian ones, I think. I got 1 left to do on that. Try to get some training in since I did none yesterday. Yeah, I know Neil. Neil's saying here too, awesome. Someone will get 100 finishers soon. Yeah, it'll be, either Muckers or GRC is going to make that happen real quick. I think you guys had 115 register for the Thursday race, so that's getting right up there. And it's always that way. If you have 100 sign up, only 75 are going to start. Something like that. 75, 80, and then you're going to lose a few along the way. Yeah, thanks, Penelope. Yeah, great number of riders. Like, really, really good. Neil does say, be careful with messing your name and changing about if you're bothered about championship points. Yeah, good point. Not sure if Nittier knows you've changed your name. If it's been an issue for Neil in the past. So, yeah, Brian, just watch out for that. Just change your back if you want. Or, I guess, update it on that site, too. I guess you could do that. So, we've got these 3 still riding. We've got 7 kilometers to go. Downhill, flatty. We have a tiny bit of climbing left. So, if you look at the profile on the bottom, folks, I like to do this every race. Take a look at my mouse pointer. I've kind of got it made bigger. I do this on purpose so that people can see this. Right here. There's a little bit of a climb here. Shanik will drop the mother of all bombs right there. Maybe the father of all bombs. And just nuke everyone that's near him. Riding the Liv Langma here. Really like the looks of this bike. Apparently Stephen Ludford actually bought a new bike after the last Muckers event. I heard some comments about that. But heading back, let's check this group out here. Oops, bumped the mic there. Biker AP, Zeno 1907. Know nothing about this rider. Obviously strong. Level 76 rider. Fred Velo Elite as well. Yeah, this guy might have something in his legs at the end too. Well, let's take a look at Fred. What's he riding, folks? He is currently on, I can just see a split in the handlebars. That's the Cervelo S5 right there. Very fast aero bike. So on par with these guys right now. A little bit of a weight disadvantage, but that's really not going to matter. Slight, and I don't even know how much effect there will be, but just a slight disadvantage. I guess some of these bumps, what we're seeing, are just these bridges and stuff. Maybe they're like overpasses. So we just zip to the front here. We're just coming up a little tiny rise here. Super false flatty. Just testing each other a little bit. Paz Jordi having to drop more watts per kilo to keep up with these big boys here. And when I say big, they're not very big, but they're bigger as a cyclist compared to the super pesky, ultra lightweight climbers. If I see someone else that's even lighter, they'll get another add-on to that name. So get in here if you're a super duper lightweight climber. Yeah, this next group here is going to be really interesting to watch with Jefferson there. Oh no, folks, I'm sorry. Jefferson's had a little bit of trouble today, folks. A little bit of trouble. Darth is in the second group with Ghost Pink, Montague, Zeno, Biker OP, and this Fred Velo Elite dude. Fred, let me know who you are if you ever see the videos. Again, folks, you're watching Inside Cycling World. This is Colin. I'm doing everything inside cycling. This is what I do. Race commentary, fun group rides, social rides, no drop rides. That's what we're going to call them going forward. I've got a bunch of starter tutorial stuff which needs a refresh like stat. So I will work on those. I might even do those as kind of like I don't know, like jump in, Q&A with Colin. Ask me about the goats. Ask me about the donkeys. There's always something going on out there. Did you get bit today by a donkey, Colin? Well, yes. In fact, I did. He almost ripped my calf off. That was last summer. And yeah, agonizing pain. Jefferson coming back here. So I'm not sure what happened to Jefferson there. I wasn't on him. I don't know if he had a disconnect. Yeah, there's another strong group coming. Stu's there. This Yvonne 86. Fascinating. So looking at the bubbles at the front, you can see now we are just going to start this grind going up. Currently at 2% gradient, but just enough to really do some damage if you can jump them. And I'm expecting it. You know, a little further on here, we're going to go through this banner first that's on the road. So here's the banner. So heading through that now, 3 riders at the front, and then a really strong group coming with Darth Puncher still in there. Darth wishes this was a nittier race right now, seeing Jefferson out the back, because these two, so the nittier events, there was the America's Watt Series, which I only caught a tiny bit of. Sorry, guys. You know, this is every day now. This is every day, multiple a day, plus my riding. I'm getting there. And again, I'm going to tweak my studio again. It's going to get tweaked here. Like, let's have a little look here. I just want to have a look. What's behind me today? Oh, you can see the Ruby jersey up there, right? And what else can you see? You can see my bike back here. See my bike. You can see my trainer down here. Here's my trainer. Tax Neo 2T. There's a little fan hanging back there. There's a little closet back there. But I want it to look cool behind me. I'm putting a TV screen up behind me. I might show some cool old races behind me. I might even show my videos up behind me. Yeah, got to get the light fixed too. I do have new lighting, but it's just, I didn't have enough room in front of me. I have a monitor and I have a big TV right behind it. So it's like, I have no room left. But getting back in there, folks, let's do this. Straight to the app. Watch these 3 at the front. They're all still hanging together. So I think Shunnick's going to count on his big quads for the end. Beautiful bronze legs, as we like to say around here. I know that gets a giggle out of a couple of riders. Hey, Clive? Again, thanks for the support, everyone. So if you're new here, what are you watching? I had a dude message me through the week. Can't remember his name at the time. Jeff or something. I don't know. There's a door going to the front now. And said, hey, what app is this? So I guess I was doing a poor job of promoting what you're watching. You're watching an application called Ruby. Indoor cycling simulator. You take a normal bike, any bike, put it on a smart trainer. What's a smart trainer? You got wheel on, you got wheel off smart trainers, you also got smart bikes. They're going to talk to the software that you're seeing on screen right now through your computer. And as you're going up hills, it's going to simulate resistance on the back to simulate the hill. So it's not Peloton. Don't get confused with Peloton. Peloton is just kind of whatever. It's not a cycling simulator. It's a spin class simulator. And there's nothing wrong with that, but it's not this. So it'll be very easy for the cyclists to spin here now, but they're not putting out much power. Like, look at them here, going down these hills. 1 watt per kilo, 2 watts a kilo. Here, Shunnick, very strong rider at 1.4 because they're whipping downhill now. The power will start coming up as they get onto the flats. The power will really jump up when they start climbing. That's what this is doing for you. So Ruby does in the sense that it's all video. Tons of different levels of video. You can do rides that have no, and then they overlay avatars. These are avatars you're seeing on screen right You'll see augmented reality, what would you call it, assets, I guess. Like the banners, the signs, that's all augmented reality on the video. Currently 2.1 kilometers to the finish, folks. And I haven't seen ProCat reappear, so obviously problems with his internet at home, his connection, something's going on. I'm actually thinking too, I was talking to a friend last night, he plays poker. That's what he does. That's his job. And he only does it online now. His name's Caleb. Hey, Caleb. Stacy works with Joey Jojo. And so that's how I know Caleb. So he plays online poker. Why? I asked him, why online? Why not go to the casino? He goes, oh, I used to. He goes, but online, you can get through like thousands of hands. I think that's what he said. Versus a full shift at the casino, you might get through a couple hundred hands. So it's just time, grinding. That's what he does. Ooh, Shawnick goes. Shawnick goes, folks. He just put in a 12 watt per kilo dig there. Smashed them a little bit. I think he's just trying to cause some attrition, and he has. Paz Jordy's struggling now at 11 meters back, holding on for dear life. Luckily, Isadora was right in the middle, so the gap wasn't big enough there. He almost fell off the back. Shawnick has that ability to drop the 12, 14 watts per kilo and instantly gap you by 10, 15 meters. 1.2 kilometers to go. I wonder if any of these other riders will try to go earlier, hoping to catch Shawnick out. Great group coming in behind us too, folks. They're only 240 meters back. At times they can probably see them up ahead. Their legs are just full of lactic acid at this moment. Heart rates fully maxed out. Going hard. 800 meters out to the finish. There's that little spin around at the end. Here we are, folks. We just did that little quick spin around on the beach here. You can see the marina over here. Beautiful beaches for beautiful bronze legs. I'm thinking here, Shawnick's just going to light it up at the end, folks. I'm putting everything in on Shawnick. Caleb, I'm going all in. All in, buddy. Yeah, so anyways, chatting with Caleb last night at this wedding, because basically the whole dental office was there. And yeah, he's giving me lots of good advice and tips for my stream, because he has a good friend that streams all his poker. Definitely going to get my PC wired to that Starlink, just so I don't have dropouts. When you're getting maybe 10 up and all of a sudden it drops to 2. They're waiting to the very last like, okay, Shawnick finally goes. Nope, then he lets off. Now he's going, folks. 15 watts per kilo though. Paz Jordy kind of coming back at 10, but Shawnick's 15 is way more than Paz Jordy's 12. Yeah, Shawnick 1, Isadora 2, Paz Jordy 3. Great job. Next group coming in, folks. I don't want to miss this. Don't want to miss this. Coming in, guys. Coming in. I've done this before. We're watching them all. A lot of 6. Montague just drops 10 watts per kilo here, folks. Going to the front now. Trying to come over the top of all of them. Zeno, 1907. Mahutch coming up. Fred, Velo Elite. Great job here, folks, for 6th place. A lot of riders coming in there. 6, 7 riders came in. Oh, and Darth fell out of the back of that group. Okay, so Dustin kind of like said enough further back. Currently 300 meters of Jefferson, and these two over the last, between the Nidier Road Championships and America's Watts, I've been following it, but just not getting a good time slot to do a race. I did capture some of it. These two just battle 1-2 every week, 1-2 every week, 1-2 every week. And it looks like today Darth got the best of Jefferson. So probably a little confidence boost for Darth, even though right now he's probably really tired. Coming into the barricades here. The finishing barricades just got dropped by that group. Probably just such a massive acceleration, just caught off guard. Jefferson finishing strong here in 11th place. It's going to be a lot of solo riders coming in now, I believe. No more messages in the chat. And today I'm expecting the chat won't be super busy just because there's so many people in our group racing. Dave 12, 13th place. You can just see Yvonne 86 finishing up ahead. Great job, guys. Stu coming in solo. Looks like he got away from Gieseland, I think. Let's hang out here. Look at this group, folks. The quad BJM 151, Chad Ritchie, this user character, Per Ronsgaard's already going for, folks. Dropping 9 watts per kilo here at the front with Per. Chasing after Gieseland. And actually may pull him completely back, folks. May pull him back. Pear's flying. He's got momentum on his side. Gieselen's reacting now, realizing, oh, they are right on me. Chad Ritchie coming hard now, folks. Chad passing both of them, jumping to the front. Chad's going for it for 15th place. Perron's got 16th. Bashak coming in hot now, too. Bashak and Rubu dueling it out. Team duels there, folks. There was a battle between teammates at the very end. I think Rubu just got ahead of him. I just saw Thomas Lind finish as well. Johan GTZR 3000 coming in next from Sweden. Incredible racing here, folks. Chris Dark, this is his chill ride. Still in the top 30. Yeah, still going hard here too. I think Chris got suckered in a little bit here. He got pulled into a little bit of race action. SR71 going now. Where is Global Ragnar? Did they drop him earlier? I think Global Ragnar is not in this group unless he's sitting at the very back. John's going early. Great job, John. All the best, John. Let's do this. We've got Dundee up ahead. So this Dundee character, for a level 4 rider, I think he's a new recruit. I think he's done a lot of cycling outside. Decked out in the original Ruby style low level gear. But pick the right bike. So the guy knows his bikes, that's for sure. John holding on, pushing hard at 4 watts a kilo, chasing down Dundee as we speak. Morrow coming next. Chris Dark, Emperor of Doom, Kekopoka, Andre 66, Tuna Tornado. Yep, the heat was too much for Ragnar, and he fell out the back. There is kind of a friendly rivalry between John, SR71, Truck Stop Johnny, and Ragnar. It's great to see it every week. John's holding on. I think they're going to swarm him now. Tuna Tornado coming over his shoulder, flying. Next will be Kekopoka, Emperor of Doom. So John went on an early flyer and just couldn't hold it all the way. Now just going to cruise mode to the finish. Andre 66 coming through. Yeah, so it's pretty hard to fight the groups by yourself. Like when they're coming, the draft, it's a really tough battle, you against 8 riders. But yeah, it's awesome to see people going out on those attacks. Sometimes you have to. Maybe that's your only way of winning, or it's racing. I'm going now. You feel good. Let's go. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, folks. So here's Clyde 235 coming in. Hillbilly. He's probably one of the last persons I talk to every day. He's always on the Discord. Clyde, where are you? Where are you in the States? You must be over on the west side, I would believe. Because it's kind of like you can see with our Discord, it kind of starts filtering out. I'm like, okay, everyone in Europe's gone to sleep. Next, it'll be East Coast. And it's kind of like me and Clyde hanging out at the end. Sometimes John's there. Bashak once in a while too. Let's bounce back, folks. We got another, we're going to have a 4-way sprint coming up here between Cotman, Gianni, Robbie Dew, and Gino Tribe. We got Triathlete here is going to drop some watts at the end. Pushing hard now, 7 watts a kilo, trying to jump away. Definitely not on the most aero bike. We got to get you on a better bike here. Robbie Dew trying to come back. They're just dangling 8-9 meters back. They might be able to pull him back right now. Getting very close here, folks. 150 meters out. Cottonman goes over shore. Robbie Dew is trying to use momentum to get through. They both, 2 of them squeak by. Giano is going to finish 42nd with Gianni coming in 43rd. Didn't contest the sprint. Then we've got this low-level rider as well. Like, take a look at this guy. When you start on Ruby, this is the way you're going to be decked out. In this gear, on this bike. So new. What is it, Sunday? He signed on to Ruby yesterday. Did the Ruby tutorial, did one more ride, and here he is, level 4, competing right at the top too. I mean, folks, we're going to have like almost double this rider's finishing today. Have a quick peek back. I'm going to say this rider here in the green. Okay, so let's just hang on. Deal will finish alone. Kraken coming next. Kraken, so glad you're hanging out in the Discord more. Love all the inputs. Love all the riding you do. You're a beast these days. You're doing way more climbing than me, but I'm going to get back into it soon. I still want to have a V Everesting event. I'd love to do that with Neil from the Muckers. I'd love to be able to do it with a collab with the company. Hey man, we're going to do a V Everesting event. We're all going to pile into it. And maybe, I don't know. Yeah, we'll see. I'm going to work on something here. I'm going to figure something out. There's got to be some way I can reach out to one of these companies and say, hey, do you want to do something with us? Like, let's get a little collab going. Juju 82 will be 46th. So Deal's going to finish solo. Kraken will do solo as well. 45th place. Great ride. It's kind of gone into just recovery mode now. He's already on his recovery because he's got 400 meters ahead, so no point racing now. But we do have 3 coming in here. Let's take a look at these 3. Mikey 73, we've seen a lot. Bill Zone, been around a long time, but I've never seen this rider before. Hey Bill, great to have you on board. Mikey U2 and Juju 82. Hoping you're finding the way through all the stuff I'm putting out there. I've been pumping it hard now. I'm doing the thumbnails now. I'm tagging everything now. Again, you're watching Inside Cycling World, so any of you riders that see this, just hit the subscribe button. Just please take 1 second of your life to go click. That's all you need to do. That's it. Much appreciated. My whole goal is to get some sponsors on board, and then they can help me do this. So Bill coming in now, 7 watts a kilo, getting away, 5 meter gap into Juju, 47th, and Mikey in 48th. Okay, I think I might have missed a finisher. No, I don't think I did. We got David 1951 coming in. Very consistent rider, riding all the time. Right to the finish now with Sear 68. I don't think I've said that name today. It looks like an Italian rider. Daniele Albini. I think that's how I would say that. 51st. Yeah, who was saying that? So Caleb, that dude I was talking to last night, he's got his friend's poker channel like rocking. And he told me, he says, dude, he goes, what's your subscriber count? I told him, it's growing good. It's just a lot of you got to cross promote it. You almost need to post on everything every day. Just routine. That's all you got to do. And have some good content and have something that people are interested in. And it'll grow. He says, you're right at the point. He says, you're right there. He says, do not, detour now. Do what you're doing. So I'm hoping here in as short as time as possible, maybe I get 3 or 4 company sponsors. Maybe I get a different sponsor doing the podcast. That's my number 1 focus coming up this week, folks. So 51st place, we're going to have Daniele, Andy Lloyd. Oh, Andy's in a group. Let's see if Andy wants to sprint today. We got 4 riders here. We got Dudu is 76, CSA, Carmel Smith, and Andy Lloyd. Andy's been on the bike quite a while. I think Andy went on vacation for like 3 weeks or something. Ooh, we're very close to finish. CSA just rocks it out here. Jumps all 4 of them and is gone. Carmel is reacting though. Nice job, guys. Looks like we got another bunch of coming in. We got Thomas Hobb. I don't know where I've seen Thomas from. I think I've ridden him at some point. And Vinny 26. Have I said that name today? Not really sure. So we got 2 riders coming in here. 2 to 3 watts per kilo each. Thomas pushing, right around 3. Looking really good. Thomas, probably like an 85 kilogram rider. Vinny, lighter. Vinny's probably more of a 70 kilo rider. The Thomas is going now. Thomas is like, I'm going for it, folks. 56th place, let's battle. We're not just going to lay down our swords and politely shake hands and walk off the field. It's battle. And look at this. Vinny coming back now, folks. He's in the draft, getting a little bit of a pull. Oh, Thomas is increasing the power again, folks. 7 watts a kilo just to hold off Vinny here. 56 and 57 place. Awesome job. Pia Rixie next, not that far behind him. Coming in literally 8-9 seconds later. S Running is there as well. Lee Perry. Hey, Lee. This is the first time I've seen you. Another Irish rider, too. Great to see. Riding with Colby from the UK. Then we got our D. Jamaldine. Yeah, he's chasing after them right now. He's thinking he's going to jump back on. He might go for it, folks. Yeah, there's going to be lots of finishers now. Just going to jump in the chat quickly because I missed that a lot. Okay, so it's going on, folks. Yeah, Chris says, definitely got sucked into a group that was faster than I wanted. Chris, isn't that always the case? It's always the case. So Chris, join us for our super duper chill, relax ride coming up. I'll just say it's Friday for now. The one that everyone was in last time. And yeah, it just chill out. Again, anyone can ride what they want, but me and Neil want it to be super, super cruisy. Sorry, folks. Let's jump to the back. Actually, I don't want to miss any of the other people I know here. Wartall and Mison. I do want to get to the back, though, and give anyone support back there. So this is where Procat dropped. That's why he's in 77th. This rider was in that top 4. Probably could have been between him and Shunik for second place right there. I'm going to say it right now. So that's where ProCat dropped. Here's our last rider on course, Pepe. So we are going to have 76 finishers at a Team GRC Sunday short race. It just keeps growing, folks. It just keeps growing. I think the GRC races started last December. And there's a demand for them, obviously. You know the way I'm looking at it too? I've been looking at the schedule a lot. So what I do, the night before, I grab the old Surface laptop. Kind of do all my messaging, communicating on here now. I don't even use it anymore now for stuff. But I sit on the couch in Joey Jojo's White Palace. We got Pepe here. Let's hang out with Maddie for a while. Maddie's always good to communicate with. I love the communication. I love interacting with people. Again, send me messages. Strava stuff, Facebook stuff, whatever you want. I'm not going to ignore people. It's supposed to be a community. I want people to come in here. I want people in here when they're not racing. Jump in. Watch your friends race. How about this? You know, we'll have some polls going. We can also... I should look at the camera more, shouldn't I? We should also do... let's take a look at this rider. Let's take a look at that rider. How's so-and-so doing? Let's have a duel within the race. Riders battling it out with each other. There's so much stuff we can do. It's so interactive. Just feel free to ask questions at any point. Gonna head to the chat right now. Yeah, so Chris went harder than he wanted, and that happens. Like, I even do it too, Chris. Like, I'll go riding by myself on an event, and it's like, oh, I need to do this, and I see, oh, there's 30 riders there. And next thing you know, I'm in hunt mode. I'm like, I'm getting that guy ahead of me no matter what. And then generally, I try to let them draft me for a little bit, and if they don't want to do that, then I just take off again. Yeah, Shunnick's kick is ridiculous. He's got a really good kick at the end. I love it. Neil says, well done to Muckers, Chad Ritchie, and R. Madden. Neil, I don't know R. Madden. I don't think I've ever seen them. So maybe he's ridden with you guys in the past. I'm not sure. I think that might be the first time I've ever seen him. And obviously, he's been around Ruby a long time. Maddie Dog. Okay, so Maddie, let's get you in some group rides with us. You know, actually, yeah, it all depends on your schedule, right? So I'm kind of thinking that Tuesday, Thursday, nighttime ride. And when I say group ride, I'm probably going to do them all as races. But they're more of, let's just bang out these challenges together. Let's ride together. Let's help each other. If you tell me you only want to ride at 2 watts per kilo or something, or 1.5 or 1.7, then I'm going to ride at 35% more, whatever it is, 33% more. And people can sit on my wheel, like kind of help each other out do it. Sometimes, you know, it's nice to have the draft. I'll take a draft anytime. So any of you hot shots, any of you ultra hitters that are out there and you see me out there, yeah, I'll take a wheel anytime. I know Nelson did it one time and almost blew my doors off. I was just dying trying to keep up with him. I think there was a route for July 4th Independence Day in the States, and I was out there and I'm like, hey, Nelson's way up there. Sorry, folks. Let's take a look at the front here. Let's get our finishers coming in. Black Angus coming 69th. Chris Bowie right behind him. Eat More Cake. They're all here. Des Dyer. Didier from the past. Now Des the Destroyer. Coming back from illness. Look at him digging here, folks. Look at Des going here. I love this. He's still going at 4 watts a kilo, though, trying to attack at the end. I mean, this is what it's all about. These are the things you miss in the races, and I'm so glad I can capture them for everyone. Peter here. Peter VH 007, level 4. Been on Ruby less than a week. He's the guy that's on all the original stuff. Peter, throw on a GRC jersey. Welcome aboard. Come into the fold. GRC Army. Stefan 1964 next. So the winner did it in 39 minutes, folks. 16 minutes further. We're currently 16 minutes further back. So most of the races will be pretty close. You'll notice that we never do big climbs on these Sunday short races for that reason, because some of the super pesky ultra lightweight climbers are going to finish like 45 minutes ahead of the normal people. And pointing at myself here like this, yeah, it's not that fun when you're realizing you're that far behind, but that's what they're good at. We're going to bounce again here. Yeah, as Neil says, everyone goes into hunt mode. Yeah, I'm like the hunter. It's very hard to hold back. But that's what I said, Neil. Me and you have talked about this. And just so you guys know, me and Neil talk a lot. We both loved the Friday event. As Neil said, it felt like a proper social club ride. Where some guys are further up the road, some people are further behind, but none of us are trying to really blow each other out of the water. If you want, we had a few little attacks on that thing too. There was times when I was riding 7 watts per kilo, just winding up the power a little bit. Not a full out sprint by any means, but just kind of let's up it a little bit. It might have been a course that was slightly a little bit too long to keep us all together. So we got some goodies planned here, what we're going to do, try to keep closer together, and me and Neil will stick at the back on our... We're still formulating it and finalizing it now. I can't speak for Neil right now. Stu says that was tough. Great fun, but tough. Right on, Stu. Yeah, here's Stu. This is racing on Ruby. Ended up in an unplanned breakaway with Yvonne 86 just after the final checkpoint. Yeah, he said he was trying so hard to take a turn at the front but couldn't manage it. Stu, I keep saying, man, you're probably overtrained right now. You need to go on some easy, cheesy, cruisy rides with me. Let's do it. Let's just put in some miles. Okay, we're still with Matty. So yeah, I'd love to see Matty ride with us more too. He's been a regular at a lot of these GRC events. But I think that's about the only time I see Matty. So I don't know Matty's ride schedule. And that's, when I say I have never seen this rider before, that's in any way not intended to mean something bad or disrespectful. Everyone's got different schedules. Some people probably get up at 4 a.m. and ride. Speaking of which, if you are in the States and you're looking for something really good to ride, check out Gem City ICT. They have morning events pretty much, I wouldn't say 5 days a week, but probably 4 out of the 5 weekdays. They've got an event running at 5:15, I don't know, kind of central time in the States. What they call Midwest, even though it's not in the West, it's on the East side. Come on, guys. Yeah, it's Midwest. That's where they all kind of roughly are. You'll see Chad Ritchie there a lot. Truck Stop Johnny's there all the time. Andy Lloyd's there a lot. Like some of the UK people are riding in that because they're 7 hours ahead. Actually 6 hours ahead, I believe it there. Maybe only 5. But yeah, there's tons of events there. Right? So that's what I mean. When I say I've never seen this guy in my life, like I'm acting like he's never been on Ruby. I just look at the level. I know they've been on Ruby. They're just riding at totally different times from me. So that's why I'm trying to do some of these rides. Maybe later in the day for North American people. Maybe I need to do an early morning one. I guess I'm looking for a little bit of input here. I'm just kind of like, I don't know, brainstorming in my head right now out loud. So we've got 75th will be Matty, 76th will be Pepe. Only 3 kilometers from the finish, so let's just hang out with these guys here. So we got Pepe. Yeah, Pepe's just getting through this. Level 15, new rider. I wonder how many gold coins you'd have at this point. Probably not tons. So people like Pepe should maybe check out a video when I make it. How to get your gold coins quicker. Do the weekly challenges. Do rides that promote gold coins. Do the official rides. You're always going to get more coins in an official event versus doing it by yourself. There's like a little algorithm they have. The more people that are in an event and the more finishers, the more coins you get. Team GRC, official events. Muckers, official events. Did you know that the first ever Inside Cycling World Ride with Colin chill social session was an official event too? So I think I said it, but thanks Wojtek for handling that for me. I think me and Neil talked about doing the ride on Wednesday. By Thursday, I think I had it posted on Wednesday. First time ever I've created an event. And then Thursday, I messaged Wojtek quickly. Can you make this official for me, please? Is it too late? Done. Insta done. Awesome turnout. Awesome riders. I want more of that. So that will definitely continue here. Just going to go into the chat again quickly, folks. See what we got going on. Ruben's here. Hey, Ruben, great finish there, dude. At the end, I saw you and Bashak battling it out. Looking at Stu again here, too. Chris and I did the Muckers Hill Climb, Los Reales. Oh, so you and Chris Dark did it. Okay. Okay, so one of these days, I'm going to do it. How about this? I'm going to do a special event. I need everyone there. I'm going to have to put some ground rules to it, though. I'm going to do a special Muckers 1 a.m. in the morning call-in commentary event. But I need to know there's going to be lots of people there. I need the support of the community to help me, because, just going to say it, if it wasn't for this community, this channel wouldn't be here. So it's the community that's helping me. Ruben, he's got that little special color beside his name. He's probably one of my first supporters on YouTube. Again, folks, it's kind of weird to talk about this stuff. Yeah, some people give me little donations, which is awesome, and some people are subscribers, which is awesome, and some people just give me motivational support. It's all appreciated. Some people share my channel to other people. Some people share my code to other people. It's all appreciated. I just want people in here doing this. Ideally, I want Ruby to look at this. I want the powers that be at Ruby to look at this and go, this is really cool what he's doing. Like, I hope that's what it is. Trying my best here. Trying to be fun and engaging with people. So yeah, there's that. So yeah, Ruben, I think you just nipped Bashak at the finish line there. So that training down south worked out well for you. You're back home. I saw the great picture of you and your little daughter together. Juju? Is it Juju? Sorry, I could have messed up. There was a Juju in the race today. Yeah, it's great getting home to your family, especially little girls. They just love their dads, right? Little boys are probably throwing stuff at you. I've got 2 girls myself, so I know how it feels to get home from a trip. Yeah, and Stu's saying here, the official races always have a lot more coins than the standard rides. Yeah, you're going to get more coins on official events like this. Also, Ruby, and I know you guys know, this is for new people, Ruby will put on special events where they'll just even pump up the coins more. Like, here, just take this up. Back up the Brinks trucks to the house and just unload the gold coins. So Ruben's saying here, not feeling good as I wasn't feeling good in the mountains. Okay, well, Ruben, you had a great ride. I think you and Bashak were like your 19th, 20th or something like that. It's all gone so quick now, I can't even remember. Let's see who's still out there. So today, what am I going to do? I'm not sure yet. So we're still with Pepe. Oh, Matty Dog's done. Awesome. So we are going to have 76 finishers. Wow, that's a big number. That is a big number, folks. Yeah, love it. Let's grow, folks. Let's grow. We need more people coming in here. Anyone you know that's riding other platforms. Anyone you know that just got into biking this year. This is how it happens. You haven't worked out since high school. You know my joke. But anyways, you get up back on a bike and you love it. Some people just instantly take to it. It's like, this is my thing. This is my jam. They train all summer. October rolls around. They're like, now what do I do? Well, then you discover Inside Cycling. Tons of different platforms you can ride. This is the one. This is the one right here, folks. I've ridden the other ones. Can vouch and say that this is the one that does it for me. This is the one that's got the most routes to do. Challenges coming out of the yin-yangs. You're not going to get bored. If you do get bored of doing a certain thing that they ask you to do, you can go do something different. If you don't want to ride a certain world that they say you have to ride, or you have a choice of 2, just go do a ride in Hawaii. That's the kind of thing I'm into now. Like, sometimes I kind of like, I don't want to do that. Hotel Planis looks like a nice place to stay. The final turnaround here for Pepe. So again, folks, if you're new, and if you're not new, and you like this stuff, reach out to me, say hi, subscribe, like, comment. There's multiple ways you can help me out here. You know, it's not a lot. It's just a simple promotion. Doing my best here to make as much content as I can. You know I love the long form stuff. I do have a couple of shorts I want to make from the last Muckers races. There was a couple of really good finishes. Maybe I'll get a chance to do them today. All depends what Joey Jojo's got lined up for me. The good thing is, Joey Jojo is not feeling very well today. So it's going to be, hey Colin, do whatever you want today. Because Joey Jojo is going to lay on the couch all day. And that's okay with me. I'll probably going to work on the room setup. Probably going to mount the TV to that wall. Start thinking about the podcast. I will say too, this is all unscripted, folks. I don't have any paperwork in front of me. There's no edits. You're not going to see my head move over 6 inches as I forgot what to say. This is how it is. This is what commentating is all about. It's spur of the moment, excitement, energy coming through the screen at you. At least I hope it does. So we got Pepe coming in here, level 15 rider. I really hope this dude sees my video. I really do. Dude, you're in the spotlight. You are in the spotlight right now. Riding down, oh, what do you call this? You know, like a sea walkway. Oh, I'm thinking of like a Spanish word. They would probably call this the Malecon, right? Am I right about that, Spanish friends? I just added Spanish subtitles to some of the routes. If you think there's another language I should have on there, I'm going to start doing that too. But once I add them, then you need to go and put on auto translate in your YouTube player. Like, I can't make that happen for you, so you need to do that. I know into Spanish it works pretty good. So I had someone have a look at it and said, yeah, it's about 95% close. And you know, sometimes when I'm talking, I'm just kind of, you know, rambling on, so it probably won't pick all that stuff. Okay, Ruben, I didn't see this Vice character. I don't remember his name. Oh, okay. So Ruben's saying here, this is Rubu. He said he and his wife are their best friends, converted him from Swift. Well, that's awesome, man. I didn't see him. I might have missed him altogether if he was like in a big pack. So I'll have a look at the standings here. Anyway, folks, you're going to see it's going to back up to the last rider here. And Stu's saying, yep. Yeah, Stu's saying, yeah, sometimes it's like, you just get the idea like, well, I don't really want to do all these cool challenges. I just want to do something random. So he just looks for a route near his home city. Yeah, I like that too. I really like the map search thing. In fact, folks, I'm going to say it here right now on YouTube. I got a little session with Ruby later this week with one of the product managers. I took a bunch of courses to be a product manager. Never got me anywhere. That hurt. But yeah, they're looking for suggestions, input, combining my portal, you know, the old website and the new website, all the goodies we're going to see. I want all the data. I want the details. I want the maps. I want those graphs. I love those graphs. So I'm going to ask you here, put some comments in. You're all going to see me in the Discord anyways. You know, I live there. So anyways, folks, I think what I'm going to do is probably jump off here and start figuring out what I'm going to ride today. Penelope, let me know if you want to ride, do something. Or you could, Penelope, you can suggest something too. You don't have to do what I want to ride. I got to get spinning again today. Do we have a Monday Team GRC SSR? Even though it's an MSR. I think we do. I'm going to look into that too. If we do, I'm going to put a thumbnail up for it right away, get everyone notified, and we'll go from there. Anyway, folks, thanks for watching. Breakfast time for me. It's currently only 9:24 in the morning. I'm going to jump off and do that, get started on the day, get a bike ride in. Yeah, so Penelope, yeah, I wish you were there too. So Penelope, don't miss out on the, we're going to do a super chill ride again later this week. Want you to be there with us. Hang out all the way. Yeah, Chris Dark here saying, thanks, good commentary. Thanks, Chris. I honestly think, I hope I'm doing the best I can at this. And I will have a chill ride. And he says, puts a little emoji there with this weird looking face. Send Joey Jojo all the best for their hangover. Yeah, she's going to be rough today. Probably won't accomplish anything, and that's okay. It's Sunday. So anyway, folks, appreciate all the support. All you supporters that do that little bit extra for me, it means so much. Thank you so much again. I'm jumping off, and I got to get my day started. Thanks, folks.